Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, and this home for sale with a pool on the golf course. We're right here on the fairway. It's an absolutely massive home with a 3-car garage. We're in a guard-gated community here in Legacy. And yeah, I have another property tour for you today, and this one's remarkable. But not only that, we're going to talk about something very important today, give you a little bit extra. We were going to talk about numbers. So I printed a bunch of stats, and we're really going to talk about today while we tour this massive, almost 5,000 square foot home. But we're going to talk about the Las Vegas market, the US housing market. Is it crashing? Is it adjusting? What's really going on? So you're going to get some great information today as we tour this gigantic, beautiful house. The house has been remodeled, so we're going to see a lot of things in here. We're in the guard-gated community at Legacy, and yeah, sitting right here on the fairway. And there's so much to see. So we're going to go inside and tour this home. 4,636 square feet. We're on a 7,000 square foot lot, 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, the most glorious primary bedroom I've seen in a long time. Absolutely huge, vaulted ceilings. One of the bedrooms upstairs is double size, so just some huge rooms in this home, and it just goes on and on and on. We also have a giant balcony out back overlooking that golf course, so there's just so much to see. We're tucked away in Henderson here. We're actually at 2448 Ram Crossing Way, Henderson, Nevada, 89074. This home built in 1996, but it's been recently updated. So we're gonna go inside right now. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna talk about the housing market. Stay tuned to the end, because if you're looking to buy a house today or next week, I got a special tip for you, maybe even next month. Who knows when you're buying a home, but I have a special home buyer tip to where you should start. So let's go inside right now, take a look at this home. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. Follow me, let's go. All right, here we are. Guard-gated community of Masters at Legacy. 4,636 square foot home here, 5 bedroom, 5 bath with a den. 6,970 square feet on the lot. I love the curb appeal. They've refreshed out front here. This looks like freshly poured concrete, kind of going up the double steps. You have an entrance on that side and up the front. 3-car garage. Gate going back to the pool there. And yeah, we're right on the fairway here. The price of this home, $1,149,000. And I think it's worth every penny. Once you see inside, you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, it's just a huge home. So if you're looking for something big, great location. We're tucked here in Green Valley of Henderson. Massive entryway. We have the covered entry. You can see solar shades on the 2nd floor windows there. The sun is almost directly overhead. It's just about 11 o'clock a.m. and the sun's basically going to move across the home this way. So it's going to start off to the left side and end up on the right side here. So kind of moving across the sky in front of the home. We are facing north here. I'm sorry, we're facing south. Why did I say north? We are facing south here. They've updated the lighting out front. Double 8-foot doors here in the entryway. And yeah, all this concrete looks like it's been freshly painted. Not painted. I can't talk today. Been freshly poured, and then the edge is painted here as I fall down. Okay, let's get inside so I can start this tour for you. All right, so right when we walk in this home, real quick before we get started, if you wouldn't mind giving me a quick thumbs up down there, push that little thumbs up. It helps support my channel, helps support this video and my business. I thank you for that. And if you want to keep up to date on all of these home tours that I do, especially one like this one, just hit the market for a great price. Hit that subscribe button and the little bell. It'll notify you as soon as my tours go online. So you can see a grand entrance, this curving stairway coming down here. Just so many beautiful things in this home. They've redone all of the flooring. So we have this luxury vinyl plank with a natural wood look floor, and then kind of these accent pieces in a little bit of a darker, shinier wood. And not only are they accents, which is great, so you don't miss the stairs going down and it blends very well. You also have that wood going up the stairway, and we'll talk more about those stairs in just a moment. We're going to have these wood shutters throughout most of the home here. Something like this, of course, you just have the solar screen, perfect. Don't have to worry about it. You don't want to be trying to open and close those shutters there. And then we have this big central chandelier right down the middle. Has kind of the crystals there and then the LEDs up top. So as we start to tour around, we're going to go through the living room and dining room first. And I'll give you some market stats here before we really get into talking about what's going on in the housing market right now. I do love this curve where the stairway curves down and then you have this landing here at the entrance. So the median sales price in Las Vegas has actually gone down a little bit. Okay, so we were about $484 as our median sales price, and we're down to about $462 now. So we've actually lost some of the overall sales price across the board here in Las Vegas. Now, what does that mean? Basically means people are buying homes that are a little more affordable. If everyone bought $1 million homes, it would push that price up. So don't look too much into that. I think that it more speaks to the interest rate. The average interest rate across America right now is 6.7% for a 30-year mortgage. And all these stats I got off of Redfin online. They have pretty good stats on Redfin to look at. But yeah, 6.7%. So I think that the median price in Las Vegas going down really speaks more to the interest rate and home affordability than it does a market crash, which we're going to, later in the video, I'm going to let you know if I think it's a crash, an adjustment, or just normal real estate business here. We do have a crown molding, kind of an interesting older style there, but I do like it. I think it blends well, gives it a little bit of just character, I think. And then they've redone the fireplace here with this shiny tile. Looks really nice. Great looking fireplace for a home built in '96. Now they did leave the columns. Personally, I probably would have removed the columns if I was redoing the floor anyways, but then you also have to get into redoing the wall itself around it. So I understand why they didn't. Another big cost there to start restructuring the whole area. So I understand why they did it. And it really depends. I mean, if you're a homeowner doing the floor for yourself to live in, you're probably gonna have those removed. A little bit of bubble glass on the sides, and we're into the dining room here. So the number of homes sold in the last 30 days, 874 homes. Some LED lights there, big chandelier, more of these shutters. And then I love how this room has these little recessed LEDs going all the way around the edges. And kind of this tiered ceiling here. Very cool. Now, 874 homes sold. That's minus 6.8% from last year at this time. So less home sales again. Why are there less home sales? Well, in my opinion, there's less home sales. I believe the interest rate was about the same last year at this time. I think the difference in the home sales this year from last year, unfortunately, it's political, it's news-based. Everyone feels like the market is gonna crash or crashing, and everyone's waiting for lower prices, lower interest rates, all of these things. So I can see why it's happening. We're just gonna head down towards the garage and some other rooms down here. So garage is gonna be off to the right down this hallway. Did I forget a light? I think I did. There we go. Yeah, I forgot a light. So really the home sales being less is more fear-based than anything. Now there is an element to that of housing pricing. Little cutout in the wall there for some artwork. A remodeled bathroom. You have shaker style white cabinets. We have black matte handles and hardware. Undermount porcelain sink. Beautiful white quartz with some thick silver veining there. Low profile bezel on the mirror there, and then nice LED light. So real clean, beautiful guest bath here. Glacier Bay toilet. And it feels brand new in there. Everything basically is new in there. The home is alarmed. You can see the alarm panel here. Let's head out into the 3-car garage. So yeah, as much fear-based decision there is going in the housing market right now, it's also an affordability issue. I mean, how housing prices have been creeping up, and with that high interest rate, it's harder and harder to buy into your first home. So I think there is a bit of housing pricing issues that go into there. Am I even saying that right? I feel house pricing issues. I'm telling you, I'm having trouble speaking today. I don't know what it is. Big water heater here, super clean. All the things we want to see in the water heater. You know, we have the gas line run super clean, no weird loops or anything. We have the sediment trap there, which basically collects all the sediment that may be in the gas line so it doesn't clog up your little unit. We have the drip pan, we have the PVC pushing the water away from that area there that it's sitting on. We have earthquake straps, and then the vent up top looks to be nice and sealed. So yeah, that's everything you want to see. We also have a water softener loop here with your water valve that controls the water pressure in the home. Nice epoxy floor. Looks like it could be a newer epoxy floor. Super clean, so I'm not sure if they just did this. The garage door looks to be insulated, which keeps it cool in here. It's a very hot day outside. I think it's already over 100 degrees, but fairly cool in this garage. Door going out back on this side. The 3rd-car garage does have a garage door opener, and then we have some built-in storage there, and then yeah, just a large single bay garage here. So yeah, home sales are down a little bit, but I think that it's, you know, the home prices are up from last year this time too, so that is definitely a factor. But yeah, only down 6.8%, so not a big change year over year there. Now, what's the median days on market? So median days on market right now, 49 days on market. Why do we use median and not average? Well, of course, median takes away the highs and the lows. Maybe there's an overpriced home, or well, there's a lot of overpriced homes that have been sitting on the market for a very long time. We don't want to include those in the numbers. Also, someone maybe a fire sale, they need to get rid of their house, they underprice it, it sells in a day. We get rid of those as well. So we go with the median, and it's 49 days on market. And that's all home types, not just single family. I believe single family is a little bit higher, about 54. So into the laundry room here, separate laundry room, specific just to the laundry room here. It's not a pass through into the garage. We do have a nice big fiberglass sink, some storage, little paper towel rack, and then we have Maytag washer and dryer here. Now with this home, washer, dryer, and refrigerator do come with the home. So 49 days on market as a median days on market there is actually historically a very low days on market. Some markets, it's normal for a home to sit for 120 days on market before it's sold. So we're still selling homes fairly quickly here in Las Vegas. So speaking to a strong market there. There is a bedroom downstairs, as you can see here. We have a nice triple wide closet with the mirrors, the nice gold. Let's see what's inside the closet. Yeah, so we have the builder grade, just the shelf with the rack. All you really need for a closet this wide in a bedroom downstairs like this. All the ceiling fans have been replaced. So we're gonna see this type throughout the home, various sizes, but very similar style. And then this bedroom also has an ensuite with a surprise. So let me show you the surprise as well, which could be a selling point for this home. Again, they've redone the bathroom, same as that other bathroom we saw, the guest bath. We have the white quartz, the shaker cabinets, everything pretty much the same, a little bit of a bigger light there. But then we do have the shower here. Looks like they refinished the porcelain tub. That is a warming light. If I can turn it, okay, there we go. They've resurfaced the porcelain tub. We have a new toilet. And then this is most likely the original tile. I doubt they put in kind of this pale pink tile, but it's in really good shape, super clean, looks nice. And then the surprise in this bathroom, you actually have a door going to the exterior. So this actually serves maybe a couple purposes. Number one, access to the pool. Go right out here. You can see a little bit of the golf course there. We'll be out there in a moment. We have access back here to the pool. Maybe you want to shower off before you get dressed or whatever you need to do. So nice to have access right into a bathroom. Plus, somebody's at the pool, needs to use the restroom. They don't have to walk through the house. They can just come right in here, use the restroom, and go right back out. This is all cool decking as well, so it's not going to get hot on your feet. Don't have to put shoes on to come back here to the bathroom. And then the other feature could be maybe you have it as not a next gen because it doesn't really have a kitchen, but you do have a separate entrance. So maybe you have an in-law staying, some friends staying. They can just come home. You know, when I have people that come into town and they stay with me at my home, maybe they're out partying on like a Wednesday night. I'm going to be in bed by 9:30. So they can come home late, get their Uber, come right through the gate, go into the bedroom and not bother you at all. You could even do a separate key for this door specifically. And if you wanted to rent it out, definitely an option as well. And you could absolutely, you know, put some sort of lock on this door so it's only a one-way lock. So you could lock it so whoever's in here can't get into the main house if you wanted to rent it out that way. So definitely a lot of options. I love that there's that door going out back there. So that's going to cover some of this downstairs here. We're going to get into some more market stats here, just some interesting things to talk about. So I had to flip my page. I came prepared today for you. I wanted to give you a lot of information. I don't want to paraphrase. I want to be reading it off of the page. I said I would talk about these steps. I love when they don't do anything on the front of the step. They just paint it with the drywall and it's just a nice white color. I think that's the sturdiest, nicest looking step when you do have laminate on the steps. This may actually be real wood. Might be a manufactured wood, but looks really nice. And I love the way it's done. And it's all solid pieces. So you're not gonna have that lip break off, which I talk about a lot in my videos. Iron railing going up with the wooden banister, all matte black. Maybe a little sheen to it. But yeah, I love the curve of this stairway up. So this stat might actually surprise you, and it really speaks to how strong the market is. Everybody says market crash, prices are coming down. Well, past 30 days, sales priced to list price, 98.3%. Now, what does that mean? It means people are listing their homes and they're selling the home for 98.3% of that list price originally. So that tells me prices are not coming down very much. And that's across the board past 30 days. So that's a really good number to look at. It's right there, 98.3%. Tells me people are getting the price they want for their homes for the most part. Now, again, there's always exceptions. I love these kind of cutouts here with the lights in there, and that light is controlled separately. So many things you could do with this area, but a very cool little area. We're gonna head over into this oversized bedroom here. So yeah, that's a great stat. I mean, now we have essentially two numbers that really speak to a strong market here in Las Vegas. 98% sales to list price and 49 days on market. Extra large ceiling fan, recessed lighting, huge front-facing window with the plantation shutters. And this room is massive. Let me see if I have numbers for this bedroom. 24 by 15. Yeah, that's a huge bedroom. And yes, it is a bedroom. We have, actually, I believe a couple closets here. Oh, I dropped my page. Wow, I'm a mess today. I apologize. It's very hot. I think the heat is affecting my performance here. Yeah, so one walk-in closet here, and that's about 5 or 6 by 4. And all these doors have been repainted. The home's been repainted. We have black matte hardware installed on everything, the hinges and the door handles. And I think we have another closet here. Yeah, so we have another closet here. Maybe this is more of a storage closet. No shelves or racks in there, and you have that big walk-in closet. So 2 walk-in closets. I mean, what a bedroom here. What a bedroom. How many homes have been sold above list price in Las Vegas? 20% of the homes. That's a big number. 20% of the homes are sold above list price. So again, that's speaking to a strong market. And I'm just going off of the numbers here. You know, there's a lot of news. There's a lot of, you know, they're called rage baiters or, you know, doom news. But there's, you know, negativity gets clicks. There's some YouTube channels that are almost 100% negative, and they do really well, especially in Las Vegas real estate. There's a particular channel that's very negative, and it does really, really well. But for some reason, negativity sells. I don't personally believe in doing negative videos. I like to be positive about everything. I believe you attract what you put out. And hey, you know, nothing wrong with people do what people are going to do. I'm not judging them. Just saying they're out there. So be careful of what your source is. If somebody's making a lot of money off of being super negative, well, guess what they're going to continue to do regardless of what's going on, right? They're just going to find negativity and continue to make money off of it. So just a little heads up there. Again, newer bathroom here, new toilet, new vanity countertops, everything we've seen. But yeah, 20% of homes sold above list price. So that tells me there's still competition out there, because why would a home sell above list price? Well, home sells above list price when there's multiple people interested in the home. You list it for 500, it's worth 520. 3 or 4 buyers come in and they compete with each other to get the home. We're into bedroom number 3 now. Now that number is only down 6.2% over last year. So last year, 6.2% higher. Just a note that that sales to list price at 98.3%, 0.54% change from last year. So almost exactly the same. Now, here's a good stat for you, and this is interesting. And this speaks to price adjustment or market adjustment. 28.6% of homes have price drops on them. Now, what does that mean? Why are prices dropping on 28.6% of the homes? So that's half the market right there. The 28.6 selling with a price drop and 20% selling above list price. There's half your market. So that means half the market seems to be right in the pocket, and half the market is at 98% selling at list price. Or I'm sorry, I gave you that stat wrong, but you know what I'm saying. 50% are selling right around this. We have a walk-in closet here as well. So 28.6% of the homes have had price drops that sell. Now, these are only talking about homes that have sold, because we can't talk about homes that are on the market, because you don't know. The home could be grossly overpriced, so it's really irrelevant to the market. If we put this home on the market, which is $1.149 million, if I put it on the market for $3 million, it's really irrelevant. It's not going to sell. The numbers are just what they are. I mean, you could put a price on anything that you want. So these are just homes that have sold. So at that 28.6%, why are home prices being lower? Well, few reasons. We'll get into those. We're into bedroom number 4 here. This is going to have a big door going out to that balcony. We have a big window looking out back as well. You need this thick blind because it's very bright out there. You're overlooking the golf course. Triple wide closet over here. I'm sure we're going to see the same thing inside of the closet. So home prices are going to be adjusted or reduced for a few reasons. So the first reason is, and this is what I would like to hope most of the homes fall under the category of, that's my hope. I hope it's really not 2 or 3, but number one reason is they were just a little overpriced. You look at the comps right now, and the problem with pricing a home right now in this market, with the sales being down, is there's not a lot of information to base your new house price on. So typically in hot markets or normalish markets where homes are selling a lot, and that again depends on the interest rate, I think is the biggest driving factor. I mean, when the interest rates were 2.5%, nice bathroom here, they've redesigned it and remodeled it, same as the other bathrooms we've seen, just a little bit bigger here. So in a normal market, when interest rates were 4%, 4.5%, houses move quite often. When they were 2.5%, there was lines out the door. People couldn't buy enough houses. They were everywhere trying to buy up everything all at once. I mean, it was a wild scene out there. You would literally have a listing coming live, but you would make people wait. You would run an open house so you could bring everyone in at the same time. You'd have multiple offers by the end of the day. I mean, the 2.5% interest rate was a wild, wild market. People didn't care what the price was because you could finance $1 million home and the payment was completely reasonable. I mean, people were just buying up everything. So what has happened with over a year and a half of high interest rates, probably 2 years of high interest rates? Well, home sales have slowed down. They're making it tough to borrow money. And what that does is means when you go to list a home like this, look at this beautiful balcony. You go to list a home like this and you pull the history of the neighborhood, you don't have a lot of recent sales. And so a lot of the times with the market, you're really doing as much research as you can, or at least me as a listing agent, I do as much research as I can. I look at the homes that are for sale in the market right now that are similar to the home. I look at the history of the neighborhood. I look at a 2 or 3 mile radius. Sometimes you have to go 5 miles to find out. Oh, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at this backyard. I mean, this is worth it alone. Beautiful fairway golf course. This is Legacy. You have the green right here to the right. You have all these beautiful homes set off to the back there. Tons of palm trees. I mean, just a wonderful backyard. We do have a slider going into the primary, which we're not going to open. I'm just showing you that from this side. Then we also have this spiral staircase going down to the pool. Maybe you just want to come up here and have a drink, having a little pool party, go back down the spiral. Maybe don't drink too much and use the spiral stairs, but you know what I mean. So anyways, sometimes you price a home and you're just a little off the mark. You look at the information, you look at the stats, you try your best with the home seller to come up with a price, and then you list it and maybe a couple weeks go by and you don't have a lot of activity. Well, it's time for a price adjustment. So that's the number one reason I hope that homes are getting price adjusted. And really, I mean, it's trying to lock the door here. Party. And so let's hope that's a reason why most of these homes are getting price adjusted. Now, the second reason is not so fun. And the second reason would be homeowners. Well, the second and third reason kind of go together, but let's say homeowners just are unrealistic with their price. So a little coat closet here. You're unrealistic with your price. Some call it greed. Some call it overzealous. Whatever it may be. I thought there was a light. Oh yeah, there it is. Little storage closet here as well. So homeowner just way overpriced. I want this price. I won't sell it for a dime less. And then the worst thing to hear as either a buyer's agent or a listing agent is, I don't have to sell my home. So we call that market testing. home like this, I want 1.5 million. I'm not taking a dime less. I don't have to sell it. Doesn't matter if I sell it or not. But you bring me 1.5 million, I'll sell this home today. Well, the home's not worth 1.5. So where do we go from here? And that kind of brings us into the third level, which is realtors, right? So with down sales, there's 18,000 realtors in Las Vegas. So there's a lot of choices in who you have represent you. And there's a lot of different levels of realtors here as well. But it's kind of the 80-20 rule, where 20% of the realtors in Las Vegas do 80% of the business. 70% of realtors that are licensed did 0 transactions in 2024. 0. 70%. So there's a lot of options out there. Be careful who you choose to sell your home. So you take that 70% with 0 transactions. And trust me, I wish everyone did 30 transactions a year. I mean, that would be great for the world, right? I'm not trying to say I don't want people to sell homes. Just the fact of the matter is there are people that don't sell homes that are licensed. Some people carry a license just for their friends or their family. They sell 1 home a year, whatever it is. But so those agents that maybe don't sell any homes, I love the vaulted ceiling. You even have individual lighting here, so you can see a light here, controlled by 2 different switches. So you have kind of a reading light on your side of the bed. See how they're kind of angled in? So you would put your bed here, and then kind of a study on this side. But there's a lot of realtors that will come out here and they will list this home for 1.5 million for various reasons. One reason might be, well, maybe it'll sell, just who knows, right? It's worth a chance. That's a big commission check. You're gonna make $45,000. I'll invest $1,000 into that. Not me personally, I'm speaking as someone who would take a $1.5 million listing when it's overpriced. So that's one school. Then there's realtors out there that will take your $1.5 million listing, sign you up for a year. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I will sell it for 1.5. I'll do everything I can. And then just hope that you'll price reduce. You know what? It's not selling. Let's lower it to 1.4. Oh, let's lower it to 1.3 and eventually get the sale done at 1.2, 1.1. So that's the other scenario where homes are getting listed way overpriced. So 2 and 3 kind of go together, but let's hope it's just reasonable people missing the mark a little bit and having to make adjustments. Now, it doesn't tell you how much the price drop is. 28.6%, that could be a $5,000 price drop, right? Maybe it's 1.15 million, you drop it to 1.125 million. I mean, so it doesn't speak to the amount of the price reduction, it's just price reductions in general. You even drop it $1,000, which sometimes realtors will drop a home $1,000 because what that does, look at all this new tile, a big jetted tub here in great condition, beautiful windows. You can see out over the golf course. You do have blinds on either side for privacy, and then new countertops, vanity, everything you need there. Nice shower in the corner. So there are realtors that will drop a home price by $1,000. And the reason they do that is because when they put a price reduction on a property, it triggers a couple things. One, it triggers that price reduction in red you see on Zillow or on the websites. Big headline, price reduction. So maybe it gets more eyes on that way. Or also the more important thing, as a realtor, we like to advertise to other realtors because basically I can't reach all the buyers in the market, but if I reach the realtors, they have the buyers, then they'll send them their clients and bring them out. And what that price reduction will do is it'll resend that listing out to anyone who saw it or was interested before, and they'll get a new update. Look at the size of this closet. Oh my gosh, it's the size of a bedroom. This is wonderful. I love that horizontal window across the back. But yeah, so that price reduction of $1,000, $500, it'll just refresh the listing and send it out to all of those people who maybe already saw it. Or maybe some new people, like if you're listed at $505,000 And there's people that are only looking up to 500,000. Maybe you drop it to 499, 999, goes out to a whole new audience. So there are little tricks, and just be aware of what you're looking at. And when you see that price reduction, look at how much, how many days on market. You know, days on market really tells the whole story when you look at listings online. If it's been on the market more than 60 days, then it's a pricing issue. It's got to be, because for the right price, anything will sell. For the right price, this house would sell in the next 3 hours, right? I mean, it's really the price. I mean, it doesn't matter the condition, doesn't matter the smells, it doesn't matter location, nothing matters, because for the right price, everything will sell. This is that triple slider going out back. So there's 4 ways that a home sells, or 4 reasons a home sells. And the acronym is CAPE, C-A-P-E. And C is condition. Condition of the home, and that's controlled by the homeowner. What condition is your home in? Can you get it in better condition before it hits the market? Do you want to sell it in the condition it's in? But the condition, like this home, feels brand new. That's going to be a factor in the sale. A is access. How easy is it for someone to view your home? So can I go online? Can I call the agent? Will they answer their phone right away? Will they set up an appointment? Is it a key any? This home, obviously you have to have an appointment because there's a guard gate, but it's vacant. So it should be quick response. The agent responds right away. Get you set up on the guard gate. You can come right in, easy access. Or a home that's vacant, not in a guard gated. Any licensed realtor can pop in there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and show their clients without appointment. That's always nice too. So access. Are you a homeowner that works from home and can't be disturbed except for 1 hour in the day? Well, that limits your access. The buyers have a lot of choices right now as inventory goes up, so you want them to be able to see your home without much resistance. This is into the family room here. You can see the entertainment wall back there, big cutout going to the side, huge ceiling fan, triple door going out back there. It's actually 1 slider and a fixed door, but a nice big family room. Are you a day sleeper and you can only show on weekends? You know, you can only show on Mondays. Well, just know that limiting the access to the property is going to limit the opportunity for buyers. And sometimes they won't even contact you. Sometimes they just see it online like, oh, well, I'm showing homes on Saturday. You can't show on Saturdays, so I guess we're not going to see your home. So access is a big factor in getting your home sold. The P, we talked about that. That's price. Price rules over everything. Nice fireplace here. Different tile, but kind of a similar look to out front there. I love this floor. Big baseboards around the home. Bay window here. So you could use this as, this is going to be your den or your study here. Maybe a little sitting room. I mean, I could see a lot happening in here. You could do a library. Maybe have bookshelves all across this wall. Just some chairs to read. Very, very cool little bonus room here. But yeah, so we have condition, access, price. Talked about price this entire video, I think. And then what's E? E is the only thing I control as an agent, and that's exposure. You want maximum exposure? Call a listing agent that gets 8,000 to 10,000 views per video, right? Get a lot of eyes on the video. We market, send out mailers, market online, send out emails. I also work for a great brokerage. Little closet, kind of under the stairs here, coat closet. My brokerage is number 2 in all of Las Vegas currently, with 1/4 of the agents of the big companies. We have heavy hitters at my company, Simply Vegas. List with an agent at Simply Vegas and you have a lot of exposure right there just internally at the brokerage. And when I come to list your house, say I came over here to meet you at this home, we had a discussion, you wanted to sign up, everything worked out, we signed the paperwork. As I'm leaving, I take some photos. I put those online tonight. Hey, coming soon listing, everyone. Take a look at this home. Maybe we get it sold before it even hits the market. So your brokerage of your agent matters as well. But exposure, to me, ultimate exposure is getting as many eyes on a property as possible. And obviously, these videos do a great job at that. So we have stool seating here around the counter, wherever you want to put those. You have a couple different areas. There's a little kitchen nook here with the bay cut up. Couldn't get that ceiling fan light on. It might be user error. Oh, we have the pool controls here. I did forget to mention one thing. Actually, let's run over there real quick and take a look before we look at this kitchen. I was told the water manifold, so in these older homes, there's a water manifold. I was told it was completely replaced and redone. It's probably behind the door. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, wow. Yeah. So he basically had this completely redone top to bottom. So looking good in there. Go back over to the kitchen. So yeah, condition, access, price, exposure. Those are the 4 things that sell a home. Let's see if we have some more market stats while we explore this kitchen for you. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, so in February 25 through April 2025, 30% of Las Vegas home buyers searched to move out of Las Vegas, while 70% looked to stay within the metropolitan area. Now, I don't know if that means Henderson or not. I mean, it's kind of a interesting way they worded that, because the metropolitan area. But we're seeing 70% of people wanting to stay in Las Vegas that live in Las Vegas. So city to city move. I'm guessing if you included, I like these cabinets here with the light and the glass. I guess if you included Henderson, maybe that number would be a little bit higher. So it says across the nation, 2% of home buyers search to move into Las Vegas from outside metros. Los Angeles home buyers search to move into Las Vegas more than any other metro, followed by Seattle and San Francisco. And that speaks exactly to my personal knowledge. The 4 places I get the most calls from when viewing videos and they give me a call to come out here and shop for homes: San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Seattle. So I would guess San Diego is probably really big stainless sink. I like that a lot. That's an oversized sink, gooseneck black matte faucet. So I would be willing to bet that San Diego's number 4 on that list, because that's what I've experienced. I do get some calls from other cities, but mainly it's California and then Seattle. And those are very expensive places to live. So you come out here, you get a lot more for your money there. Microwave, Frigidaire gallery, 5-burner gas range. And then I think I have another cool stat here that I'll share with you as we keep moving. Yes, okay. This one's pretty cool. So we'll talk about this as we head out to the pool. We do have a built-in panel refrigerator here. Let's look at the condition. Oh, it looks nice. It doesn't look too old actually, but it does have that paneling. I thought it was going to be super dated. Hard to say what year it is. This kind of indicates, but maybe these panels are just older than the refrigerator themselves. Little desk area here, and then a pantry. With the light, I won't turn it on though, because we're just gonna keep moving, talk a little bit more about these stats, and we're gonna explore this backyard and this refinished pool. So people are moving to Las Vegas from, oh, here it goes. See, I didn't even I didn't pre-read this, but yeah, I was right on. So here's the top 10 cities people are moving to Las Vegas from, as we see this beautiful covered patio, refinished pool, and then of course that beautiful golf course. Number 1, Los Angeles. Number 2, Seattle. Number 3, San Francisco. Number 4, San Diego. See, knew it was San Diego. Number 5, Houston. Number 6, Dallas. Number 7, New York. Number 8, Chicago. Number 9, Washington. Number 10, Honolulu. Actually surprises me. I mean, these are cities, but I get a lot of calls from Hawaii as well. I see that, what is it, 808, I think. And then where are people going when they leave Las Vegas? You saw that, what was it, 30% of people are moving out of Las Vegas. Number 1, Phoenix, Arizona. Interesting move. I mean, basically same weather. Might actually be a little hotter there. Look at this golf course. Wow. So beautiful. Might be a little hotter there. Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Tucson, Arizona. That's 1, 2, 3. Nashville, Tennessee, number 4. Number 5, St. George, Utah, our neighbor to the north, just about a 2.5 hour drive. Number 6, Hilo, Hawaii. That's really interesting. Number 7, Detroit, Michigan, another interesting one. 8, staying in state at Reno, Nevada. 9, Austin, Texas, and then 10, Retiree Central, Florida, actually Orlando. So wow, that's actually an interesting list. So the top 10 cities, Phoenix, Lake Havasu, Tucson, so we're all staying in Arizona, and then Nashville, and then St. George. So Nashville, really the only long trip there. And then Hilo's interesting. I've been to Hilo. I'd have to look into that list a little bit more because that just seems, it's a very interesting list. Okay, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about before I let you go, I did tell you I would give you a sales or a purchasing tip. So if you're looking to buy a home and you don't know where to start and you're confused, well, you can get hit by golf balls. We saw it live here. Golf ball in the pool. Chances are that they're going to hit another one this way. That's a nasty slice. Unless they're left-handed, then it's a draw because we're going left to right. But yeah, we saw that in real time. Got hit by the golf ball. If you don't know where to start and you've been thinking about buying a home, now I'm scared to stand out here. Wow. So you've been thinking about buying a home and you don't know where to start. Here's your number 1 buyer tip. Get a hold of a lender. If you have an agent you trust, have them get you with a lender. But before you do anything, call the lender, get pre-qualified. They're gonna run your credit, but it's okay because basically what happens is if you buy soon, then you already have that pre-qualification ready to go. For me personally, I'm gonna need you to be pre-qualified before we sit down in my office to begin the shopping process. And if you're not gonna buy for 6 months or a year, get pre-qualified now. Run your credit, have them look at all of your finances because we don't wanna find out 2 months before you're ready to purchase that there's a problem or something that needs to be addressed or fixed. We want to find out now. So best case scenario, if you're buying in a year, lender looks at your stuff, runs your credit, says, hey, you know what? Just keep doing the same thing. Don't change it. Don't do this, don't do this. Pay your bills on time. You'll be ready to go by the end of the year, no problem. Or, hey, you know what? We need to address this, this, and this, but we have time. Let's get that done. We'll be ready to buy when you're ready. So number 1 buying tip, call a lender. If you don't have a lender, call your real estate agent. Rocket Mortgage is a popular lending option. I don't want to speak bad about them, but you might want to just go with a local lender to where you're trying to buy. That's all I'm going to say about that. We have had issues with Rocket Mortgage in the past. So again, not trying to talk bad about them, just maybe use a local lender. All right, so the last stat we're going to go over here, the top 10 cities with the fastest growing sales price. I don't know if you can see that. First one's in the pool. It's in the pool. It went in the pool. They're trying to act like they didn't just hit a golf ball into this house. So yeah, the top 10 metros in the US with the fastest growing sales price. Guess who's not on this list, everyone? Las Vegas. We have Miami Beach, Birmingham, Alabama, surprising number 2, Baltimore, Maryland, Montgomery, Alabama, Wichita, Kansas, Arlington, Virginia, wow. Cincinnati, Ohio, that I actually have heard a lot about. Columbus, Georgia, Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Washington, DC. So wow, look at that, Miami Beach, 25%. And then what's going on in Birmingham? 24.3%. That is wild. Baltimore, I mean, these are some crazy numbers. So I just thought that was fun to look at. Wanted to point out Las Vegas is not on there. It ends up at 9.9. So who knows how many more are going to be 9.9, because you can see like the last three are 9.9. But either way, that's it for me. I hope this was informative. Do I think the market's crashing? Absolutely not. These numbers tell me we still have a strong market. The interest rate really is the holdup on the buyer and seller side. We're going to get into that more another day. But my take, we have a strong market. Yes, there's a lot of price adjustments. Yes, we're seeing inventory go up. But really the issue with that is the interest rates, in my opinion. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a like if you like this. I have more coming at you. I'm going to do some more of these stat type Las Vegas market videos coming up soon. So I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. Please give me a call if you want to sell your house. I'd love to come take a look at it. If you're selling out of state, I have realtors all across the country that I work with. So give me a call. I can hook you up with a great realtor that is like-minded to me. And leave me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, give me a call if you're looking to buy. Let's set up an appointment. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.